Hi there, it's Julia, Jeepin' with Julia. Although today I'm going to be talking about something else. I took a seasonal part-time job as a UPS PVD driver. So it's personal vehicle driver. It's great pay. It's been really fun. I really liked it. I've done it for a week and a half. And I just thought I'd give you some tips and tricks of what I've learned so far. The hiring process was it was mostly done via email and a call center place I had to call, which wasn't the greatest. I didn't care for that so much, but once I got hired, it was pretty simple and easy. One thing I will say is once our orientation is done online, you do get paid for that. And then you go back to the hub and they give you the phone that has the app on it. Make sure depending on what phone you already have at home, I did not have a charger for the phone. So I realized that when I got home that none of my chargers would work for it. So I had to drive all the way back to the hub the next morning to get a charger from them and then go back home again. So make sure whatever you have, look at the bottom of the phone and that the charger you have will fit the phone that they give you. But some tips and tricks I have are every package will have a little white sticker on it, which will have a 4-digit code. And those addresses are linked to that code. But sometimes 2 different addresses, if they're right next to each other, can have the same 4 code. So always make sure you're matching the address with the address on the package. Don't just go by the 4-digit code and go, oh, this is it, and drop it off at the doorstep and leave, because you might have the wrong package. And always have with you, I haven't worked after dark yet, although I have a feeling it's coming because tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I have a feeling after Thanksgiving it's going to be much busier. Always have a flashlight. I also have a headlamp, so if I'm walking and carrying a package, I can see. Always have pens, and another thing to always have, which I think is have cargo pants. At first few days I did it with jeans, and you have the info stickers that are the ones they put on if nobody 21 or over is home to sign, like if you're delivering wine. And I went down this really steep, long driveway with the wine, and then nobody was home. I had to run all the way back up to my Jeep, get the sticker, go all the way back down, and then back to my Jeep again. So it really wasted a lot of time. So, and I can't fit the phone, my personal phone, and pens and all that stuff in just regular pants. So I have a pair of 511 pants, but any type of cargo pant will do. So as long as you have 2 big pockets on the outside of the thigh, after I scan the package and drop it off and say stop complete, I will put that phone, the UPS phone, in my cargo pant so I can then carry the package. It depends what kind of neighborhood you're in. Now I have a permanent driver I've been assigned to, and I really like the route. It's been fun. But organizing your packages in the back, I have a Jeep Wrangler 4-door, and I organize them highest numbers on the passenger side, and I kind of loop around to the lowest numbers behind me. And then I kind of separate them by streets as well. It seems to make it go the fastest. I also use my personal phone as a GPS. I don't have a GPS in my Jeep. And I verbally tell Miss Google, as we call her, the address, directions to, and then I say the address clearly, slowly, so it gets it. I press the start button, make sure it's on drive and not on walk. A lot of times the distances aren't very far away, so they think I want to walk it when I really want to drive it. And now that I'm more familiar with one of my neighborhoods, I don't need it as much, but it saves time. You don't want to be looking around for a house. You want to be able to know you can go right there. And another thing I like to do is once I've stopped, I've delivered the package, I look at my itinerary and I see what are my next couple of stops. And I either eyeball it to where I know, okay, they're on this side of my Jeep and not that side. Or if they're small packages, like clothing, I'll just pop them on my front seat so that I have them handy and ready. My goal is to be as efficient as I can be. My driver says I'm doing really well, so I'm happy about that. So one neighborhood I was in had a lot of long driveways. It was more country and a lot of gates. So if I asked my driver, it was okay if there's no gate code or there's no way to open the gate. I'm not going to open an unlocked gate. Can I just set it behind the gate? And that was fine. I'm much happier now in a regular neighborhood where I can just set them on the front porch. Another thing I do regarding that is I always try to make it so that the package isn't out front and center. If they have a column on their front porch, I set it behind the column so it's not in plain view. Or if they have planters on the porch, I'll tuck it in behind there. I do ring the doorbell most of the time so they know there's a package. So many people have Ring doorbells now. So always be sure you're on your best behavior, and you should be anyways because you're being recorded. So I never drop packages. I'm always conscientious about that stuff. I live by the motto, do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. So I wouldn't want somebody dropping my package. And also have a pull cart of some sort. I have one, it just collapses. It's not like a wagon, it's just like a mini dolly. Because sometimes you'll get a couple of packages, or one address will have 3 or 4 packages, and it's just much easier to be able to make one trip. Or if you've got 3 houses that are really close together, you can put all the packages on the cart and then you don't have to move your vehicle so much. You do a lot of stopping and starting. So it is wear and tear on your vehicle, so I think it's the least you can do, the better. Since I have a Jeep Wrangler and a tire on the back, I actually took my spare off because I have 35-inch tires, so hauling that, pushing that tailgate open and closed so many times, even though I have a heavy-duty carrier on it, it was still, I thought this isn't good for my tailgate. So we took the spare tire off this weekend. Chances of me getting a flat are extremely small. Chances of wrecking the hinges on my tailgate are higher, I think. My husband can always come rescue me with the tire if I need. So I think those are most of the tips and tricks I have for being a PVD driver. I've really enjoyed it. Initially, they texted me in the morning what driver I would be with and gave me their phone number. But now that I'm with the driver I am now, they told me he's who I'm going to be with through the duration, unless I hear otherwise. So I just communicate with him in the morning, and he tells me when to meet him at the spot. I have never loaded up at the hub. We always meet our drivers somewhere, and then they give us all our packages. And I usually have 2 loads with him. I can get a lot in this Jeep. And if anything is too oversized or too heavy, like he had 100-pound shelving units, he takes those, so it's not a big deal. I think the heaviest I've had in my Jeep is 50 pounds. It was a bread maker. That was heavy enough, and I was very thankful to have my cart, because I don't think I could have carried it up their stairs. Actually, I had to carry it up the stairs, but I at least didn't have to carry it to the stairs. I could wheel it. I'm just looking at my notes. Yeah, I think that's it for now. It's a fun job. They might be done hiring now, but if you get a chance to do it next year, the pay is really well. I'm in Reno, Nevada, and we get $32 an hour plus 56 cents a mile. So it's a fun little gig for a holiday time. I really enjoy it. I would do it again, and if they ever need help any other time during the year, I'd be happy to do it. So that's it. That's my little tips and tricks for being a UPS PVD driver. Bye-bye.